We're gonna talk a little bit about the parents with involved with the school board here. So, what role should parents have in the curriculum and school policy decisions?
Okay. With the curriculum is actually set by the state.
Mm-hmm.
And in years past, and I'm relying on my memory, the state would have a parental committee that would help with the curriculum. How involved that committee is now, if it still exists, I am not sure, but I do know at one point in time that they were. They also have parents who will review the materials that we would use in our curriculum, and then if those materials passed, then they were put on the state adoption list, and from that list is where the school district would select their materials that they would use. In fact, the school system at the last school board meeting, I think they just adopted or selected several curriculums for our school district to use. But they have an opportunity to be involved. I hope that they choose to be involved because this is their children.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the second part of that question,
Well, that's
school board policy.
this is policies, right?
Okay, so school board policies, we have seen of late that there have been policies that the parents became very involved in,
Mm-hmm.
and the school board responded to them, which was very good. You know,
Right.
the public needs to speak to the school board needs to listen,
Right.
and they need to engage, and then they can move the district forward.
Right.
So I think that the parents should have a huge impact on policy, possibly even having, whenever the policy is being drafted, in policy, for the most part, is a mirror of legislation that has come down,
Sure.
for the most part. But then you do have policy that is not.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that if it is policy that is not legislatively dictated,
Mm-hmm.
then we should have a mixture of individuals on a committee that would help draft that policy
Yeah.
and offer different perspectives of how it would impact, different factions of the population.
Yeah.
So I do think that parents should be involved. One of my platforms, my focus area, is communication.
Mm-hmm.
We can do so much better with our communication than what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say to an extent transparency,
Yes.
making sure all the information's out there and everybody has a voice as to, like I said, what is the policy? Should we change the policy? Should we update the policy? What?
Well, and again, I think that when talking about transparency, policies need to be more than just a line item on an agenda. It needs to be advertised more to the public. We have, especially with the economy that we have now, we have families that are working 1, 2, and 3 jobs just to pay the bill.
Absolutely.
And so I think it is incumbent upon the school district to bring information forward to these families. Instead of having the families go hunt it down,
Right.
they should bring it forward. And we have lots of platforms in which to do that with. We have our texting, we have our phone calls, we have our social media, and now I do like the social media, and we have a PIO officer who actually I'm very familiar with. I worked with her for several years at Gulf Breeze Elementary School, and she does a phenomenal job. But I think that the information that is being sent out needs to be more informative, and possibly even mention, oh, this policy is coming up, you might want to take a look at it. We do a lot of accolades for students and for activities and employees that go on in our school district. Maybe if we can turn some of the focus to, this is more informative, this is what's coming up on our school board, let's generate some conversation about this.
Yeah.
So I think that our communication can be more comprehensive, and we would have to nurture that. It wouldn't happen overnight, but we would have to nurture that and let the public know that we really do want to hear what they have to say. Like I said, they're the fruit of our 8 district.
Absolutely.
They're intelligent, so
Absolutely.
they have ideas. Given the opportunity, let's listen to them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um,